Hi Stallions! Today you're going to learn 3 very important and essential techniques that you're going to need to have in order to create your alien. The first technique is called a pinch pot, and you may want to use this for either the head of your alien or the body. You want to start by rolling your clay into a ball. You can do it by cupping the clay, rolling it in a circular motion with the palm of your hand, or rolling it in a circular motion with both of your palms. Once you have a nice smooth round ball, you're going to take your thumb. You're going to hold the clay ball in one hand and push through with the other. Don't go out the other side or you will end up with a hole in your pinch pot on both ends. That's not something we want to do. Alright, now using the opening of your pinch pot, you're going to put your thumb back in the hole and use your other 4 fingers to pinch and squeeze. That's why we call it a pinch pot, because we are using a pinching method. And then you're going to rotate the ball, pinch, keeping the thumb in the hole, using your 4 fingers to squeeze and pinch, twist, pinch, twist, pinch, twist. You're going to continue pinching and twisting your pinch pot until your opening forms the pinch pot. You can put it on its side to be your alien's mouth. You can put it upside down to be your alien's body or head. There are many ways you can use a pinch pot. It's a great starting point for your alien. And we're going to put that off to the side and grab another piece of clay, this time a smaller piece of clay. I'm going to do the alien's eyes and tentacles. This technique we're going to learn is called coiling. Coiling is when you take a small piece of clay and using one or both your hands to roll it into a nice, about the thickness of your thumb piece. You can use this as an arm or a leg or a tentacle. There are many ways you can use coils to create something with clay. I'm going to use my cutting tool to cut this coil in half, so now I have 2 tentacles. Now be very careful. If you take too small of a piece and you coil in your hands or on the mat, you may end up with a very skinny coil. Now skinny coils can break very easily. So if you want your creature to be structurally sound, you're going to want to bake a coil about the thickness of your thumb, or even thicker actually, might make it even stronger. Now when you're attaching clay together, you always want to make sure you score, slip, and smear. That means you take a clay pencil and you scratch the surface of the clay in the area that you would like to attach your piece. You're also going to need to scratch the surface of the clay on the end of the piece that you're going to attach. That is called scoring. Now slipping the clay is when you dip your finger in a little bit of water and you dab it in the scratches. Then you will connect the clay. What that does, boys and girls, is instead of creating a bond like this where it's clay on clay, the scratching and the slip will actually glue the clay and make a really nice permanent bond like this. So that's what we want to do to ensure that our pieces survive through the kiln and drying process. Alright, so I got 1 tentacle. Now I'm going to add the second tentacle. Score, slip, and finally smear. The smearing not only makes it look better, but it also really helps the clay to permanently connect. Now, if you see any cracks or breakage in your clay, a great way to get rid of that is by adding just a little dab of water and smearing it over your creature. This is going to really help from the breakage of the clay, and it will also secure the bond. It also really just makes it look better. Be careful. Don't add too much water or the clay will bend and break as well. You're going to have good balance of water and good balance of dry. Alright, now that my tentacles are attached, one other technique that you can create, which is also continued coiling, is by rolling smaller balls either on your palms of your hand or the clay, and you could even use this as eyes. And when you're connecting pieces, once again, you need to score, slip, and smear. And the last thing I want to show you today is another essential technique that you need to have in order to create with clay is called slab. A slab is a flat piece of clay, just like a pancake. You can make slabs by rolling with a roller, like you do when you're baking cookies, or you can punch it down with your fist. Just like the coil, you don't want the clay too thin, it will break. So you want the thickness of about a pencil when it comes to slabs. Once you have your slab flat, you can then draw into the clay to form the shape. In this case, I'm going to be creating a tongue, so I'm doing a half oval shape. And I'm going to be attaching it to the mouth. And of course, scoring, slipping, and smearing to ensure that the tongue stays. And what's great about these small pencils is we can actually draw in the clay to form added detail.